Dear friends, today we'll be starting with the topic of ROM and RAM chips. As we all are aware that RAM is random access memory and ROM stands for read-only memory. A ROM chip is a non-volatile storage medium, which means that it does not require a constant power to be switched on when you're storing the information onto it. But whereas a RAM chip is a volatile, it means that it loses any information it is holding when the power is turned off.
Now, we have seen the different types of chips. We have seen how these chips are being laid onto the VLSI segment. Now, what do you understand by RAM and ROM chips? A RAM is better suited for communication with the CPU if it has one or more control inputs that the chip is required when it is needed. Now, why RAM is considered to be better communicating with the CPU? Because the CPU has the different sort of communicating channels, which can be in the form of the different connections that are being made with the CPU. More control inputs are required when it is required to be used. The block diagram of a RAM chip is shown in next slide. Let us have a look on it. Now here we have chipset 1, chipset 2, which is called as CS1, CS2. Then we have a read bar, we have a write bar, and then we have 7-bit address, which is connected with the 8-bit bus system. Now, let us look on this diagram with the help of the signal generation and how CPU understands. Now, we are aware that CS1 is chipset 1, CS2 bar is considered to be chipset 2. Now, when these two signals are 0, what is the function of memory? It is called as inhibit. It is considered to be high impedance. When CS1 is 0 and CS2 is 1, it is considered to be inhibit. It is again considered to be a high impedance, means this is the status on the data bus. It should be considered on a very high priority. Now, when CS1 is 1, CS2 is 0, read is 0 and write is 0, memory is inhibit. It is also considered onto a data bus as high impedance. Like high data flow is going to take place, as instruction is being given by the CPU to the system bus, and from the system bus it gets directed towards the data bus. As we are aware that the system bus contains data bus, control bus, and address bus. When the signal on CS1 goes 1, CS2 is 0, again read is 0, and write is 1. Input data to RAM. When CS1 goes 1, CS2 is 0, read is 1. It is called as your read operation. Here the output data will be going from RAM. So RAM will be responsible to give the output data. When we are performing the write operation, that is when the signal is 1001, then the data will be inserted into the RAM. When CS1 is 1 and CS2 is 1, it is considered to be inhibit and it is considered to be of high importance of data. Now you have ROM. You have chipset 1, CS1, CS2. Now 512 into 8, 8-bit bus system, and 9-bit it has the AD. AD means the address bus. So ROM is directly connected with the address bus, which is directly connected to a 8-bit bus system, and it has two sets, CS1 and CS2.